I came across this article today, and it just makes me shake my head in disbelief. And I ask myself, are people really this stupid? How can anyone be this stupid to read this article and not see what utter rubbish it is, and how dishonest and manipulative the author is? You know, as much as dog lovers don't understand how my mind works, I don't understand. For the life of me, I cannot understand how their minds work. I cannot understand how anyone can't see what trash this is. And this article is a prime example of what I've talked about in other videos about the manipulation and the dishonesty and the deceit, which are classic cult tactics. These are the tactics that the dog cult uses to keep its members and to recruit new members. The truth about dogs is so glaringly obvious. The truth that I show in my videos and other anti-dog channels. We reveal the truth, it's so obvious. And so to keep this illusion going that dogs are these loyal, godlike creatures that love unconditionally and so forth, one needs to be dishonest and manipulative. There's no other way to keep this illusion going. But how can people not see the lies and the deceit and the manipulation? Look at this title, right? Psychologist discovers that dogs dream about the humans they love. One needs only to read the first paragraph to see that this is utter crap. Because just in the first paragraph it says that the psychologist has been studying sleep behavior for years in humans. Although she says there's no 100% certainty to know what animals dream about, she can extrapolate what she knows about humans because, after all, we are animals too. She's made no discovery at all. Nothing has been discovered, like the title says. She's only extrapolating. She admits herself that there's no way to know for certain what animals dream about. So what the heck is this title about? Psychologist discovers that dogs dream about the humans they love. That's a flat-out lie. I can tell this from reading the first paragraph. How do people not see that? And she continues. That certainly makes it the best guess that other mammals are dreaming too. She's guessing. She's discovered nothing. Keep going in the article. It talks about how humans dream about the same things they are interested in by day. And then she says there's no reason to think animals are any different since dogs are generally extremely attached to their human owners. It's likely your dog is dreaming of your face, your smell, and of pleasing or annoying you. It's likely, she says. She's guessing. No discovery has been made at all. And that's basically it. The best way to give ourselves or our children better dreams is to have happy daytime experiences and get plenty of sleep in a safe and comfortable environment. It's a good bet this is also best for pets' dreams. Well, she's betting. She's guessing. She's extrapolating. Nowhere in the article does it say anything about any discovery that she has made. She's discovered nothing. You see what I'm saying? This reminds me so much of the video I made about how dogs are not good judges of character. In that video I talked about an article, again, similar to this one, and they're all very similar, all these pro-dog articles, all this dog cult propaganda. It's always the same. You get an article with a catchy headline that makes dog lovers feel all warm and fuzzy inside, makes them go out and buy the book or buy the magazine and click on the article. But if you just dig a little deeper, you see the lies. They're so obvious to me. Like, again, how are people so stupid to not see this? Like in that article that said that dogs can tell if you're a bad person. You just have to dig a little deeper. Already in the article, it changes the language from bad to untrustworthy. And then untrustworthy changes to unreliable. And then if you click on the study and read the actual study which they are referring to, they're talking about humans that were simply unreliable food dispensers. Had nothing to do whatsoever with a person being bad. Anyhow, this is what I'm talking about. Dishonest, manipulative. I don't know. Are dog lovers really this dumb? I have talked about how they appear to be brain dead zombies, and honestly, you have to be brain dead to not see through this. And then there's the part about how dogs dream about the humans they love. Again, a very catchy headline. Dog lovers love to read this. They love to imagine their dogs love them. But dogs are incapable of love. I've covered this in a previous video called Dogs Don't Smile and They Don't Love You. In order to be able to experience the emotion of love, you first need to be able to experience the emotion of guilt, the emotion of regret and remorse. Dogs lack the ability to feel those emotions. When humans lack the ability to feel those emotions, they are called sociopaths. Dogs are essentially sociopaths. And just like human sociopaths, rather, they can appear to be very charming. They can appear to love you, but that is only manipulative behavior, which they demonstrate in order to get what they want. The article talks about how humans tend to dream about what they are interested in, and she guesses, that's the big discovery, right? It's a guess, that she guesses that dogs do the same, dream about what they are interested in. And the author of this article wants us to believe that dogs are interested in us and that they love us. You know what dogs are interested in? They are interested in food. That's it. That is the extent of their interest. They are 100% food driven, 100% instinct driven. They look at you as a food dispenser. That is why when they conduct these experiments that purportedly show how dogs can tell if you're a bad person, they need to use food. They have to use food in these experiments because that's the only thing that gets the dog's attention. Dogs care about nothing else. Food is all they are interested in. So if they're dreaming about food or about getting food. People are desperate to believe their dogs love them. It's pathetic. They imagine love to exist where it doesn't. A dog is excited to see you when you come home after leaving it alone for hours. It's excited because it needs to piss and shit. It wants to go outside. It wants food. It's hungry. It's always hungry because dogs are scavengers with a never-ending appetite. It licks you and wags its tail because these are remnants of juvenile wolf behaviors. These are behaviors that dogs' wild ancestors engaged in when adult wolves would come home from a hunt. They would lick on the face of the adults to make the adults regurgitate so they could eat the vomit. Your dog is trying to make you vomit so that it can eat your vomit. It is not love. They are incapable of love. This article is completely dishonest and manipulative, and if you can't see that, I don't know what it's going to take to get through to you. If you can't see how dishonest and deceptive that article is, what's it going to take? I don't know, but I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep trying until the day I die to wake people up out of this stupor. I'm telling you, future generations are going to look back and they're going to shudder. They're going to shake their heads. They're going to wonder, how was it possible that the majority of the population in the Western world fell under this spell? It's like people are bewitched. They are, honestly, like, I don't know if it's something in the water, if it's like mass mind control or a mind-controlling brain parasite that's yet to be discovered. But in 100 years or so, people are going to make the discovery, and they're going to look back with horror, when they realized that we allowed these unpredictable, and they are all unpredictable. I don't care how the dog was raised. And this is another thing. You can show these dog nuts evidence. You can tell them over and over, show them proof that dogs that were raised in loving homes, dogs that were never abused, are attacking people every day, unprovoked. And they won't believe you. It doesn't matter. You can put all the evidence in the world in front of them. They will not change their minds because their beliefs are not grounded in reason. They did not arrive at their beliefs because of rational thinking. And you cannot argue, you cannot change somebody's belief using reason if they did not use reason to arrive at their belief. And this is the challenge we face. Speaking to a dog nut rationally, it's not going to have any effect at all because they did not use rational thinking to arrive at their present opinion about dogs. So what do? They have these core beliefs about dogs, which, we need to dismantle bit by bit. Core beliefs are not easily changed, and you cannot change them by, using logic, because they go much deeper than that. It's by chipping away and slowly dismantling their beliefs. I think that's the only way to do it. My husband's encouraging me to make a video about core beliefs. It's going to be more psychology. I'm going to do that. It's fascinating, but the bottom line is that these people are under the influence of dishonest and misleading mind control tactics. And that's what the dog cult uses. And so I'm hoping that by exposing that these dog lovers will begin to question the validity of their opinions and beliefs about dogs, at the very least. And future generations will definitely look back and be totally amazed that more people did not see through this. It reminds me so much of Star Trek, The Next Generation. There's this one episode called The Game where everybody on the ship, except for Wesley Crusher and Ensign Robin something or other, were all affected by this game that was actually a mind-controlling device that people would place over their eyes. And everyone got addicted to it, and they were trying desperately to get Wesley and Robin addicted as well. And Wesley was able to see that something was really off with the crew and with this device. And it wasn't what they claimed it was. It wasn't just this fun, innocent game. It was a sinister something was off with it. And it's the same thing. That's exactly how I feel when I look at this dog culture. And in Star Trek it was the Katarians that were trying to take over Starfleet. That's what they were using this device for. It was like mind control, and I feel just like Wesley Crusher, like I'm all alone. Well, there's Robin. So I've got some other dog, anti-dog crusaders on my side, but it's as though we are on this ship, and it's horrifying to see how everyone else is under the influence of this mind control, and we're trying to wake you guys up in your own best interests, in the interests of your children, of our entire community, of future generations. And I believe strongly that we will be victorious because the truth has to prevail. This is a sickness, and things cannot continue as they are. And this article includes a whole bunch of pictures of sleeping dogs, I presume to make people fawn over them. These dog nuts are gonna go like, oh, so cute. Look at this thing. Look closely at its fur. You can see white specks everywhere, like dander or mites, I don't know, but it's disgusting. Look at its eye crud all dried up around its eye. Revolting. All of the hair on the fabric. Could you imagine if it was a picture of a sleeping human on something that was covered in human hair? It's just repulsive. And then they show these pictures of dogs with their noses always wet with nasal mucus. You know, if they would show pictures of kids with snotty noses, nobody would find that endearing. That would be just gross. Like, wipe that snot away. What is it about dogs' noses that people like? I can't believe that people find anything attractive about these hideous beasts. It is disgusting to see dogs constantly licking their noses, licking the snot away. They always do this. They run their tongues over their noses to lick the snot. When humans see a person licking their snot, we are all disgusted by that. It is mental that people find this endearing in dogs. Mental. Anyhow, I'm going to wrap this up. You can see that this article is misleading and totally dishonest and deceptive. And if you can't, well, we're still going to work on chipping away your core beliefs. Until the day I die, I'm going to work at it. Because the future is dog-free.